Welcome back to Pops and Pilots. Let's play some more EUIV Universalis IV as Saxony. We're of course still going for a custom achievement. We're going for the Saxon Federation. We have to have 75 princes in the Holy Roman Empire while following a whole bunch of rules about expansion. Currently in a war, as we are so often. This time against the Swedes and their friends the Russians, although they haven't shown up yet, which I'm kinda glad about. We did call in some French guns, just to make things easier. And to make use of these French favors that we have. There should still be a bunch, yeah. At some point we're gonna have to fight the French anyway, and then all those favors are gonna go to waste if we haven't used them. So might as well make sure we use all the favors we can have here. We can even, if that's the thing we want to do, we can call in the Polish. I haven't done that yet because I did not want to. Ugh, Dutch. Honestly, how many are you gonna be? 37. Let's get you guys into Upper Gueldas. You should be able to move there, and you are. And I guess I'm just gonna recruit another few troops because I can. I was trying to say something. Yeah, didn't want to call in the Poles before I don't have control of all the land that they are interested in. So they don't take it from us, obviously. And then we might call them in to help with the Russians, or not. I'm not quite sure yet. The Russians have high numbers, which is why I would like support, but then this is a show superiority war, and I don't want Polish armies to get medicked and then not have then reduce my war score just because they are there, essentially. Now you guys are coming to Dal, are you? Which is hills, which is not great, and you have a good general, but mine is fine too, and I have numbers. 11th, 4th. Let's wait a couple of days here. Honestly, just have this happen. I'm gonna let these guys lock in. There they go. Then I'm gonna put Kajetan rank onto the defense here. And then the rest of my troops are going to come in for support. Cool. That should be a fine battle, even if it's the mean Swedes who they do pack a punch. My army is still moving to Upper Gueldas, and my recruits are not there, so let's not have these rebels spawn just yet. Siege of Ratibor is... Oh, this is why we couldn't move, because Liegnitz is a fort. I see. Didn't realize you were a fort there. I'm just gonna put my cannons on it. We had last episode we had really weird movement of our troops around there, and I was wondering why that was a thing. But if there's a fort there, that's an explanation. Swedes did not choose a good point to attack there. Ouch. For them. How ouch. I'm not going to be able to catch these, but I might be able to get a tussle with these. Probably not, though, but it would be nice. Wait, is that piece from Russia? No, Silesia. Russia would have been very funny. They're like, oh, we sent this one guy and it looks like we shouldn't be fighting you, so how about peace? That would have been very funny. Y'all get on there. I'm gonna finish sieging down Silesia before I go in, I think. If only to have the potential to extract the most from them. Which we now should have. Now Silesia, I didn't really want you... I really should be taking Silesian land. But I want it. Now the real gem in Silesia is Breslau, I believe, here. Like that. I mean, that's an option. But we did make them co-belligerent, it's gonna cost us a bit of dip, and there's not really a... No, we can just take Swedish land for the aggressive expansion, I think. We don't need to do this. I'm just gonna ask them for their stuff. And that'll be good. Could make them release Bohemia, but I believe that means releasing everything. Yeah, they can't even. Let's just do this. Made for themselves, send demand, and it's all groovy. And then Mr. Günther Sehm. Günther, if you would be so kind and get over here. Did cleanse that Swedish heresy. Let's get unblack flagged and then go and help at the Russian front. And then once our 2 troops here arrive, which is now, Upper Gildas is gonna be ours. And that should then be fine as well. Still, this I don't like. Chasing through Norway here with no way to deal with the attrition and no way to actually catch up with the Swedes is not a good move, I don't think. I'm just gonna take my own land back and then probably try to siege on Trøndelag and try to have them be cut off. That seems useful. Still don't see all that many Russians. Do I call in the Poles? I mean, they probably also want Russian land, right? Not really, actually. They're gonna give all the Russian land to me, essentially. I think they should, with this being the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna call them in if I still can. Hey, Poland. Estonia, no. I want Poland. No, that was actually what I was looking for. Call to arms. Now, this is not without its issues, as I discussed before, because their armies might get beaten, and this is a show superiority war. But I think the upsides are gonna outweigh the downsides in this one. At least that's what it feels like to me. Let's detach a guy, send the rest to Trøndelag. Got rid of the heretics of Waldstätte, excellent. Did I do all my conversions? I think I did. Danish, 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 Flemish, Norwegian, good. Why does Flemish have a star? Oh, that's Saxon culture, interesting. Not that it matters, I mean, it's not Saxon, but it's the same group. Which I guess is Germanic. Germanic, something. You are people. People should be at the front. Where are all the Russians at? I'm gonna start sieging Peskov here. Pskov. I'm pretty sure it's not Pskov. It's probably also not Peskov, if only because I've been saying that all this time, which makes it unlikely that it's actually correct. I think that she's gonna get... Oh, no, I'm not. Fine. I wanted to catch these guys in Jämtland, but I wasn't actually able to do that. Two siege, Russian siege. Where are you, Russia? Where are you now? And they're in the war with a giant amount of troops. But apparently that's not a thing. I mean, if they're just hiding from me, that would be lovely. Seems unlikely. I mean, why would they? I mean, they should. But at the same time, why would they? So we only need 10 guys here? Yep. So the usual actual straight up split in half. Which is not very common, but it's very nice to be able to do. And then, what's the claim on Königgrätz? It's that time of the year again, is it? But some spine and broke on the Austrians. And we can't use the one on the Swedes or the Russians right now. which is a giant shame. Ooh. I think it has to be admin efficiency here. Yeah. Grab that. And that's fine. There's some Swedes. Still no Russians, except for that one guy we saw earlier. What? The Polish king is a devoir? No. I must have missed. No, it is. The heir is one at least. Some things are just not right. Won the Siege of Peshkov. Good. So we don't need a super long... We don't even want a super big peace deal against the Russians. Well... I mean... There's want and then there's want, right? I want a lot of land over here. But they're not co-belligerent. And we won't be able to take much. And aggressive expansion is going to be a thing. So I think what I would just want from the Russians is an annulment of their British alliance. Short peace deal, and then come back and take all the land afterwards. That seems reasonable to me. Yeah, it seems reasonable to me. Now, do I end the Swedish alliance as well? We'll have to see. Do I overcap on admin? Yes. Yes, I do. Marry Nitra. I would love to, but -5 is just so much. Sorry, Nitra. 35 is still a long way to go. Any states I should make? What about Ostlandet? Is that up here? Yes. It's not going to be a great state. The great state of Ostlandet, not so much. But I feel like there is a center of trade here. There is. Which I guess makes me want this as a state. The reason I'm doing that right now is because I can spend admin on coring that. It gives me a slight reprieve in having to spend admin. It's a very slight reprieve, I'll admit, but it's a thing. It's a thing. Now, where are those Russians hiding? State maintenance -10%. Okay. Let's take that as a quick trigger to turn off some edicts. I know it should be the opposite. Wait, no current edict? Didn't I just turn on state edict mode? No, I did the states. Here we go. Development cost in South Saxony. Let's not have that. Let's not have it here, I think. Nor here. Now we might have to turn it on very soon again somewhere. But for now, let's not. Nor defensiveness. Still no Russians in sight. This is so weird. Don't know if I've ever seen the AI this passive in a war. Not in a war that wasn't like super obviously in my favor. I guess the numbers are in our favor here. Only about double the infantry, and that's against Russia. It's not a good sign for Russia if they are on half the infantry of their enemy. But still, weird. I mean, I'm just gonna take control of all the Swedish land. At least all the Swedish land except Gotland. And then I'm gonna peace out the Russians at some point, and then that's gonna be fine. The thing that I'm weirded out by is if the Russians are not defending their land, then shouldn't this be the time where we take a bunch of their land? I should have co-belligerated them after all, maybe. Probably not. But it feels wrong right now. It just feels so bad. Should just let them off the hook. Still don't even feel like normal peace. Because they hold Murom. Oh, that's a nice capital. Murom? I mean, it's nice to develop in Grain Province. Sure, why not? Private contractors. No, I'm going to take the corruption and pay it off. Rather than take whatever the other thing was. I think a loss of professionalism, right? Oh, Poland actually took Moscow. They did something. I'm gonna lose my defensiveness in Kolberg. That's okay. You're actually coming over here. That does not sound like a clever idea, guy. Not at all. I'm a reformer. Internal conflicts in the Manchu. The fact that I know what the Manchu are is interesting. You're all terrible, what? I don't want any of you. I'm gonna have to spend $1 million again on... Ugh. Buckets of ducats for firing all these guys. Definitely an argument to be made there for not firing all of them. But... that just wouldn't be... consequential, would it? If I'm firing one of them, I'm firing all of them. But the Russians are just not. They just don't exist. What does exist as admin overcap? Did I just... oh no, I didn't. Never mind. Discipline plus 5%, yes. And then spend some admin on things. Probably not states again. No, these don't sound like states we need. We need to punch you guys. Do I now have a border? I still don't. Really need to find a way to border... Oi. What happened here? Trier got eaten. Unacceptable. Aachen? I have so many friends. Any of them useful? Doesn't look like it. How do I get into Württemberg? I mean, I can punch my way through Swiss. Through the Swiss. Which, I mean, at least that gives me a... oh, they're not actually reformed, are they? No, they're Protestant. How do I do this? If you have any ideas, let me know in the comment section. This is the last episode I record for today, which may or may not mean that I get to see you guys' comments before I do another episode. I still need to spend that admin though, which could be good. But even if I don't, I think it's gonna be a problem for a while. So let me know how you think I could get into Württemberg if you have any ideas, because I would really love an idea there. I'm just gonna put a couple of clicks into calling here. It's not the most efficient. But sometimes I just can't be bothered. You guys could get into Stockholm and make sure nobody ever crosses. And then I guess that's that. I mean, once Murom falls, everything is over. So we just need to take Yarosdal or Ryazan and be good. I kind of like having that 2 siege pip guy over here. And I mean, having a general just in case the Russians ever do show up is probably good. Viborg feels like a place I really wanted to have, right? It's in my state, in South Karelia. It's a fort in a way, it's not that highly developed, so it's Finnish. Maybe I'll take Viborg. Maybe. Hey Russia, you want peace? Still no. Gee. They are really clinging to life considering that they're not fighting at all. Did I send everybody to the front or did I leave a stack somewhere around here? I did send everybody to the front, didn't I? Sorry guys, no front fighting for you. Get over to Zealand. And deal with the stupid Dutch. Is the only way to stop it to exterminate the Dutch? Is that how this works? Probably, right? I don't see what else would be a way to stop it. That's Ryazan, isn't it? Yeah. Could you please go and take Murom? Hey, Poland. Please go and take Murom for me. We did call a lot of people in, apparently. What to say, under French control? Can't possibly want land over here, the French. French people being attacked. I'm gonna send some support, but don't care all that much. So now I'm gonna siege your capital. Mr. Russia. Mr. Russia. I'm not gonna arrive in time. Am I? Maybe. They have a negative modifier. Maybe they don't even need me. They don't even need me. Sweet. Separatists did arrive, and my troops aren't quite there, but we have the fort in Den Haag, so this is fine. They shouldn't spread any of that filthy separatism. Global trade in Lithuania. And where the frick is Lithuania? Mr. Britain. Oh, you're suiciding. Oh no, you're the suicidees. Suiciders. Oh, I died. Don't like it. Pause, please. Thank you. Stability drop, sure. Empress Consort Regency. Heinrich V of Saxony is the new emperor. Good, 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 good. A new king. Wait, didn't it just say? Oh, is this just because no child can be king, emperor? I guess it's fine. This is a 10 pip heir anyway. I'll take it. Don't like losing my... No, I'm confused. Must be that. It's fine. The emperor is dead. Gain 10 imperial authority. The emperor will be coronated in Ulm again. Ooh, I should probably pass a reform. I can't. That's a shame. So if it's true that this is reset to 0, we're gonna waste this 10 imperial authority. Or at least I should try to put it on a... put it on my tab. No. Use it before I lose it. Everlasting Friendship, New Heir, 314. 442, Queen. That's not bad. And some dead sweets. That's alright. And now where you run? You can't have far to run. Well, I can just run to Russia, I guess. There's Murom. Now that I have your capital, I think they're gonna be very willing to give up, aren't you? I want you to revoke the treaty to Great Britain. That's why I'm here. And then I'm very tempted to take Viborg. It's not going to cost me much. It's not going to make it a super long peace deal. I gain some power protection. Do I want more power protection? I mean, I do. I don't think we're taking more land. We're coming back for that when we don't have to pay dib. I would like your war reps. And I mean, a humiliate would be nice. How much would I get of that? Most of it. But this is pretty far away. By 58, we need 72. Is it worth it? It's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. As long as the Russian troops are not showing up, I think it would be a waste to not do this. Oh, I'm infertile. Already. I'm 15. How do you know? I mean, I guess doctor might be able to find out. It's still weird. Let's do some carpeting over here. Go to Soraka. Go to Finnmark, I guess. Let's not... let's check marriage with Estonia. No. Not on a -5, please. 990, 980. And still far away? Still a bit away. Price, give me a good one. Ostfriesland, still a good place to do it, but nah. I still don't know why Kolding would be this good. Makes no sense to me. Oberlausitz makes more sense to me. Or I'll take a gold mine. I don't think that's what we're going for, really. 8.5 development? Huh. I think I take Oberlausitz. My thinking being that gold mines are not very powerful anymore because we're so big, so it doesn't matter super much. And gold mines do have the chance to deplete, which I would rather dislike. I don't like my monarch's points going away. I like having development rather than not having development. That makes sense. So we're just going to put a bit more pressure on the Russians here so I can get my humiliate out of them. But otherwise, I think this is over. Unless the Russian army ever shows up, which they might. At some point they might decide to be here. I would love to know where they are. Not so much because of the security that gives me, although that would be nice, but mostly because, I mean, I'm interested. Yeah. Dutch people, though. I'm sorry if you're a Dutch viewer, but this is just super annoying, isn't it? I think it's very annoying. Let's make sure we put a full front line in front of these separatists. Where are you going? Olonets. Let's get Günther Fischer in here. And then once you log in, Günther can show you what's what. What? Hey Russia. I took more forts. How about them peace? Almost. Very, very close to peace. That last bit should be very easy to get. Venice, military access, something. One more battle. And then I assume the Russians are going to say yes to whatever we want. Now this, I assume they would do it now. They would. But I forgot one thing when I planned this. Well, I had the thing planned earlier and then I forgot about it and somewhere in between. This will give me a long truce. So I will not be able to come back to the Russians before they get to re-ally the Brits, if that's what they want to do. Is humiliation really worth it? Who are my rivals? Russia, Castile, and the Ottomans. It's kind of my only source. I think I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna hope that they don't re-ally the Brits. If they do, we still have options, right? Let's just do this. Like this. Sure. Why not? Get Russia out of here, made it for themselves, give me Viborg. I am allowed to take it, right? We checked that. Finnish is not a thing we have, and Orthodox is not a thing we have. It's gonna give us a Orthodox province. Which has to be fine. I'm not taking any other Finnish land anytime soon. I think it's okay. I believe in this. Super peace, do it. And now that the Russians are out, And once we have peace out the Swedes, we can core this. And we should be able to look at a peace with the Swedes if only we had a diplomat, which we do not apparently. Did I lose a diplomat somehow? I only have 5. Must have had a temporary one. So for peace, Sweden. And from you, I think I want more, don't I? We still have the question of giving land to the Toots or not giving land to the Toots. And I would gladly do it if they were in the Empire. But with them not being in the Empire, we might have to return, let them lose later, and then it's kind of a waste. So I want Riga to be alive and join the Empire. If they can. I could do this differently, right? I could take Riga in generating potential aggressive expansion, but that's it, I think. And I would generate aggressive expansion. And I would then add it to the Empire, and then I would release it. Makes more sense, I guess. Now, needs to be a Saxon core, so I need to spend the admin on coring Riga too before I can add it. It's not super expensive, but it is a thing. Now, I could try to rely on the joining, but they might just not. Like, these guys are currently not joining. Nor are these guys. Seems risky. Yeah, let's take Riga and then release it later. I think that makes sense. I'm not going to give any land to Livonia, I don't think. There's no point in doing that. Are you my vassal or something? You are. Maybe there's a point then. This is a core? Yeah. Could do that. So what would my piece look like? I would, super piece, I would go return Wenden to Livonia. And wait, this costs me a dip. But if I take it myself, it doesn't cost any dip. Well, then I can just hand it out later. Fine. This and this. And I think I want mostly the mainland. Unless there is a specific province up here with a nice little center of trade that I'm interested in. I mean Stockholm, but Elfsborg, and it's very cheap too. And it's in the right node. Yeah, I think Elfsborg we want. And it would probably be nice to have a way through over there. But I can't take Norwegian land yet, can I? Can I? Are we done converting? I don't think so. Where's the right thing? I don't even know. Here. No, the Norwegians are pretty far from being converted. So I can't take any Norwegian land. So we can't take Bohuslän. Could take Dal. We can't take Smålin. Could take Vermland. Wormland? Yes. We can't have a land connection to our northern parts. Unless we accept Norwegian, which we don't want to do. Fine. So I'm just going to take Elfsborg then. Surface, Elfsborg. And I mean, I guess a lot of this land, right? Unless it's Danish. Prussian, Lithuanian, Königsberg and Memel. I guess I'm not feeding the Toots. Yeah, I just decided that feeding the Toots is not a thing I want to do. Hey Danzig, are you in the HRE? Yes, good boys. Is anything to release here? No. Protestants, Catholics, Lithuanians. It's all fine. So I want Königsberg and Memel for myself. How very, well, German of me, I guess. West Prussia. Now I could leave Warmia to the Toots. Because that way I don't have to state it. It seems reasonable enough. Or I just take Osterode and Ortelsburg for myself. Like this. And then, what about Wisna? I don't think I want Wisna. It's Polish and Protestant. I don't think Wisna is a thing. Could go the way up here, because then we can walk through all the way without needing military access through anybody. Is that true? No, Ussel is... Oh no, that's Estonian. So I could do this. I can take a lot of land in this one. I like it. Whoop, Stockholm? Who does care about this? Just Sweden. It's just Sweden. But Stockholm would be very remote there. I think I'd rather take like this state. And here have that Swedish Protestants, Swedish Catholics. Not the greatest land, but contiguous. I could do like this. And then in Västra Götland we can take everything but Bohuslän if we want to. Which kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Like that. Coalition is fine. I'm not gonna have too much admin after this war. That's for sure. That it? Riga, I'm gonna release myself. After coring it and adding it to the empire. Norway, I don't think is a thing to release. Finland, no. I think this is fine. This gives us a lot of power base. And I do like that. What about Uplandna though? What state are you in? You're in Ostlandet. Which is already a state of mind, so I really kind of want to... but I can't. It's Norwegian. Never mind. Okay. I think this works. Hope I didn't pick up any random Norwegian provinces. Prussian, Lithuanian... Nope, looks good. This is good. And to you, I'm just going to take the longest piece that I can. That'll be quite alright. You know, across expansion and all that being a thing. Send them out? I think so. I think this is it. Overextension is fine. Yes. Humph. Just got a minor shock when the map didn't change, but that was because it was in the trade map mode. Saxon Scandinavia, Saxon Baltic, Saxon Russia. Everything is mine. And then a lot of cores are gonna happen, aren't they? No, technically, I should probably quickly check on whether I want to reduce some autonomy in places, and I do. I assume this already includes my overextension, but I'm gonna check. 0.35 is not a lot. Let's wait a day. Yeah. That's the real unrest. Mary Poland, -5? Are you nuts? So apparently Den Haag can be. I mean, we have an army there, which is why, but I think it's still fine. Holland? The reason I'm doing these now is because I'm gaining absolutism from it, which is going to reduce the cost of coring stuff. I think I do these -9s too. And then I'm going to spread out some suppression love. And also once stuff gets cored, things are going to be much better. It's going to be alright. There. Are we ready to fight the people in Den Haag? We are. That is mine. And I want to set this up. So I should now have more admin efficiency and therefore have these be cheaper a bit. It's not going to save me tons of admin, but some. I do need to core it all, right? There's nothing I want to give away before I core it. I don't think I want to give any land to... Oh, is that true? Do I give the U to Livonia? I think I do, right? Don't think there's much of a reason not to give them Venden. What with it being their core and all. Yeah. Subjects. Livonia, Grand Province, Venden. Now, I don't think there are any other provinces I want to give you. Are these claims or cores? That's a core, and that's a core. Could give them Goldingen. Any reason not to? It's Latvian. They have core. I think they can have this. Sure. Can I grant it from here? Return to Livonia. Lose 10 prestige. No, that's not the button I want. I'm gonna go here. Livonia, Grand Province, Goldingen. There. Now I'm gonna call the rest of the bar bunch. Sure. Not actually that expensive. Everything considered. And you're gonna suppress over here, you're gonna come home and then suppress over here, which is gonna be quite necessary. You guys are... I guess gonna come over here and suppress here. Ah, you're already there. Might as well have you in... I'm not going to claim that I have too many troops, but kind of don't know where to put them. St. Petersburg. And a bunch of guys deep in Russia. I have so many armies these days. But not everybody but these guys is moving. That's cool. Cool. Whoa, what's not cool is that we're 43 minutes in. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And let me know in the comment section how I take way too long to make these episodes. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.